Hello, hello, good evening, everyone. Welcome to Behind Closed Door with Mamaliez. This show is about sharing of inspiring stories and life journeys with unconditional love and respect. So, have you seen before? All this while, I've been interviewing a lot of amazing guests, and they have been sharing their amazing life journey and their inspiring life journey. So, I thought today I'm going to share you my story. But of course, I can't be interviewing myself. So I have to bring in my beautiful sister, Nadia Christina Halem, to become my co-host for today. And she's going to be interviewing me about my life journey. Okay, so please welcome everyone, Nadia Halim as my co-host, my host, my guest host for today. Hi, Nadia. Alamak, sorry tak ada. She is like my one of my younger sister. She's also she's an Instagram influencer, and she views amazing content, very funny, very inspiring. When I was writing on my LinkedIn and posting about the show today, someone was telling me that, oh, I know your sister. I follow her in the Instagram. I was like, oh, yes, that's my sister.
Now we should admit it, huh?
Yes. So let's say before we go, okay, I just introduced myself. My name is Liz. I am the host for the show. But tonight I'm sharing my story. So we have the guest host.
I
So
will be the host.
oh, guess who's here? Wherever you're tuning in from, you're in Malaysia or outside Malaysia, just let us know. Our daddy is here.
Oh,
Hi,
hey.
Papa. Yeah, hi, Papa. Thank you for coming. Oh, here you go. And my mommy is here. Yay! They're all listening. Thank you for coming in, Mama and Papa.
I think
Yeah.
this is our regular customer who keeps on coming every week, huh?
Yeah lah, they are my faithful pom-pom cheerleaders, siapa lagi nak support beside my parents kan.
Yeah.
Kalau orang watch pun at least my daddy, mommy is watching me.
So that's good.
All right. So now, before we go on, right, I want to share first about what I have tomorrow. Tomorrow, I have my another sister joining me, who is Alicia, and the title is How Bullying Can Affect Mental Health. Tomorrow is Mamaliez Wants to Learn. So we're going to discuss about this very important topic with Dr. Nina, my favorite guest, who experts in, she's a psychologist, clinical psychologist. And we have Casey Tan joining us as well. He is a social media branding expert. Casey Tan and Alicia will be sharing their story on how they've been bullied either in school and as well as in work. So we're going to discuss what are the causes that this happen and how we can handle, when anyone faces this kind of bullying incidents. Okay. So before that, and for me, we're going to discuss how my life learning, including being a international lone backpacker at 35, helped me find self-love, find love, and have a family, and come home to be a change maker. All right, the floor is yours now.
So tomorrow will be an interesting topic. I am actually very excited because obviously Alicia is also my sister. And
before that, yay! This is my second mommy. My second mommy is watching too. Yay! See, I have all my families here.
It's like a family reunion here, huh?
A family reunion lah. This time we can only talk through the to online sahaja kan.
Yelah, macam mana kan. Okay, tapi tak boleh cross lagi state. So it's okay. We will get there one day.
We will get there. Yes, we will get there. All right.
Okay. So yes. Do you want me to start or?
Yes, please go ahead and start.
All right. So I have a question that I want to ask you, Kaliza. Kaliza?
Yeah. Yeah, you
Kaliza?
can call me Kaliza. It's okay. Yeah.
Okay, Kaliza. So the topic is very interesting, and I wanted to know, why do you choose this specific topic to share with the people?
Why I choose this topic?
Yeah.
Okay. You see, I feel that I want to share my story because I've been living my life um, based on what I want. Okay, I've always been sort of like I'm not a follower. I don't like to follow what people do. I don't wait for people. If I want to do something, I just go ahead and do it. I don't wait for someone. Hey, can you follow me and do with me? No. If even none of my friends wants to do it, I'll still go ahead and do it. So I
Yeah.
don't wait. So I just want to share and share with everyone that you can live the life that you want without waiting for things to happen or without for waiting for anyone else to follow you to do it. Yeah.
Yeah.
So I just want to say we dictate our own life. We hold our own remote control. We hold
Right.
our own emotion as well. We can, of course, we at the end is Allah, God, a creator, is the one who already have a path for us. But it's really entirely up to us also which path we really want to go. Make plans and
Yeah.
how we want to go ahead. Yeah. And sometimes a lot of people, they always they're afraid to really express how they feel to other people, what they really want. They feel how people judge them. So I don't have that kind of like I don't not that to say I don't care what people say, but I think I care what I say to
Yeah.
myself.
So you put yourself first before anybody else, right? Like you take people's advice, but does not mean you have to take everyone's advices in, right? So she's very good.
Yes.
I think it's a very, very nice topic because um it's like a culture or a trend that, oh my god, 35-year-old, you should be having a family, raise a kid, not quit your
Yeah.
job and just go somewhere you don't even know what's gonna
Yes.
happen. So I
Right.
guess it's a very good topic to discuss, and I really want to know further about what's really the journey is, right?
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
if we have any guests right here, if I could just know where you
Yeah.
guys tuning in from and how are you doing? Do you guys just have dinner already? What did you had for dinner? Did you had dinner, Kadiza?
Yes, I did.
Okay, super, super. All right, so I'm waiting for some answers. Maybe we can just go ahead with the first question. Way, way, way back,
Hmm.
how was your childhood like?
Okay.
Mm,
How was the childhood? I would say it was like for me it's very colorful. Okay, I have
mm,
fun. My dad, I will probably share with you a picture of my family when we were young. This is my dad and me and my brother Azahar, and this is my mom and me and my brother, and then we have my other two younger brothers Anwar and Effendi. So my parents, my mom and my
mm-hmm.
dad have my other three brothers. So for me, my childhood was really fun. My dad, my mom is a businesswoman, um, and then my dad is working for people. So my mom, I still remember, I'm very close to my mom and my dad, both of them. And sometimes when my mom goes to work, Mama goes to work, right? I still remember I would try to catch her down the hill, So she come out from the car, I would try to catch her down the hill at the highway.
Oh wow.
Yeah, I would do that. Yeah, and and my dad, our dad. Okay,
Yeah.
I love my memories of always. He always bring us to the Toto show. He always bring us to the library. Then he always ask us to think. Okay, what if like this? So that make us think about something. question about something. So I love that about my parents. My mom teach me different things. She teaches me a lot on the business side. As I grow up older, she teach me to be the strong person in terms of the business, and
Right.
she's the one who exposed to me. She brings, when I grow older, she brings me to all these business trips and also meeting all the businesswomen. So I get, and then she asked me to go to all this motivational training. So both of them has been. My dad, he brings me to camping, So
Right.
I became
Right.
adventurous. So I believe that I got the best of both worlds. My mom and my dad, Okay, for the audience sake, Nadia is from the second. Nadia is my half sister. Nadia is my
Yeah.
half sister. Okay, so after my parents broke up when I was 13, they're no more together. My mom remarried, has another four kids. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And then after that, my dad remarried with Nadia's mom. Okay. Ibu Linda, I call her Ibu. She's my
Yeah.
second mother. She's a beautiful, amazing woman. I When she married my dad, my stepmom Ibu is, I don't know how she can marry my dad because she got instant family, instant family,
Yeah.
four,
Four.
and
Four.
four,
The
four kids straight
drama.
away. And she was very young at that time. I think
Yeah.
below 30 ah. 20,
Sorry.
umur berapa? I
20
don't
plus.
remember.
Ibu
Ibu,
was
how
20
old were you
plus.
when you get married to Papa?
I think 27. I think 20.
Oh, hi Atika. Thank you for joining in. Yeah.
Hey.
All right. Yeah. So, one thing great is that, my parents, yeah, of course, initially when they were divorced, it wasn't easy for any of us, yeah.
Yeah.
But something happened. I actually ran away and stayed with my dad, with Papa, at 15 years old.
Yeah. Yeah.
So at 15 years old, I ran away and stayed with my dad and Papa, and my dad was on his own. And I think that forces my mom, and my dad to work together to raise us. From that on,
Co-parenting. Yeah.
yeah, co-parenting. So one thing, I guess me running away to my dad has a good thing also lah. They are forced to raise me, and I was becoming very rebellious then, you know but
Yeah.
yeah, but my mom, I love, she always encouraged me to do something different. And I still remember, she asked me to, because I love to draw. Yeah,
Yeah.
so I started drawing when I was 12 years. I love Cinderella. So I have this, the buku exercise yang brown color tu. Yeah,
Yeah.
I
From
drew
your
all
hand.
these different designs of the Cinderella punya baju. And then my mom saw that, she took that book. She went to a place called International Fashion Training Center.
Oh wow.
Okay.
Okay.
I was 13 years old at that time. Okay. So for you to take a diploma, normally you have to finish your SPM first, right?
Yeah.
So yeah. So my mama brought the book to the International Fashion Training Center, and then yeah. So and then she told the principal and showed, okay, can I sign up my daughter? So I was the youngest student in that fashion training school.
Woo! Not
Yeah.
everyone
So
can say that.
yes, and I was the youngest designer. And guess what? My classmate was Bernard Chandran. Don't play.
Oh wow.
So when
Better
he
tell
came
them.
in, he was my junior. When he came in, I was like, who is this handsome guy? Like everyone, like, who's the
Yeah.
handsome guy? Right? Then after that, all the girls went to him, talking to him. And then suddenly, straight away, he take out his wallet. Meet my girlfriend. That was Mary Lou. Mary Lou, the one.
Oh, that's
Since
a bit of
that time she was,
heartbroken.
yeah, heartbroken. She was a famous, yeah. So my mom, I will show you some pictures of this.
Yeah.
Uh,
Do you have
You
some of
go.
the designs of the? That's the design, or that's
Yes,
the
that's the design. I design my own clothes here. Okay,
nice.
and here is
Ooh.
my first fashion show. They had a competition among all the students.
Yeah.
So here,
So you're saying that this is the design that you created, yes?
yes, I
All
did.
right.
So I was the youngest competitor among all the students. So all of them are above 17. Of course, I'm the youngest. That was 15 years old at this time.
That's so
This,
great. And
and then this,
13 years old, you already
yeah.
created your own. Do you sew your own clothes or?
No, I didn't. I just draw and get somebody to sew it for me. And
Ah,
then
okay.
during that time, when you take diploma in art and fashion design, you don't need to learn how to sew. Now you need to.
Okay. Right,
During that
right.
time, you
That's
don't
why
need
I
to.
asked.
Yeah, during that time, no need.
Oh.
It's very easy. So it was very fun. And the funny part is like, it was my first experience in the fashion show, right?
Uh-huh.
And then there's this the model, right?
Yeah.
She was going around half naked. So I was 15 years old. I was so young, and she was showing off her boobies. I didn't know what to do.
How do I react? Where did I go?
I was like, what is that? And they were changing in front of me. That I was like shocked, culture shock a bit.
That's because it's too much at the same time, right? It's just like, oh my God, too many of those. I can't.
Yeah, because I'm not familiar with this. I have never seen these things happen. So, but it happens. But it was a very good experience. Yeah.
That's really great. I mean, I don't think a lot of people can say, you know what, I am like the youngest in this or the youngest in that, and you have that kind of story, which is super great. And I'm sure it gives you some sort of a more confidence, like exposing yourself.
Yes,
Yeah.
exactly. Exactly. So yeah, it does give me confidence because I want to show you a picture of me when I was this age. I was 13 years old. Let me see whether I have that picture. Oh no, if it's
So
I
cute.
want. Yeah, I felt when I was 13 years old, I have a very, very low self-esteem
Mm.
because I thought I was like the ugly duckling. I don't know if anybody ever go through that emotion, but once upon a time when I was in, 13 years old, I reflect, I didn't have much confidence in myself because I was dark, my hair is short, I look like a boy, I was a tomboy, you
Mm.
know, because I
I think
was,
I was like that too. I had that time too. I think it's just a phase where people are, the hormones are changing and you just feel like something is not right.
yeah.
Yeah.
Look at this.
Oh,
Look,
it's like
you
you.
look at
Okay,
me.
you're 13 years old.
I was, I think, 12, going to be 13. So can you imagine? So from that, okay, that was 30 years, 12 years the fashion, taking the fashion show and being a fashion
I
designer to this.
I
From
feel like
that
the
to
hair
this.
has to come back. I like that hair.
So, I think it's good that, my parents gave me the confidence in myself to be different. That I was not being confident at 13 years old, but then I think because of the exposure that I have, I
Mm-hmm.
become a more confident person.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. Changes are
So,
not comfortable, but I think for you to grow, you have to do something different, so you can feel different, you can react differently, you can experience something that's just very different than what you experience in a daily life, right? So
right. Yes. Yes,
yeah, okay.
definitely.
So
So, yeah.
I just want to, because I didn't think we mentioned this. How
Mm.
many siblings? You don't have to explain like from the treetop.
Oh my God. How many
But
siblings?
how many siblings siblings do you have? I mean, we have, I know, but how many do you have? Yeah. Share with
Okay,
me.
I'm eldest of 11 brothers and sisters. Nadia, you're number what?
I'm probably number 10. If from your side, I'm number 10. Nah.
Is it?
Because Emma Fatima is the last one, right? So I'm like the
Ah,
second last. I forgot about Elisha.
Elisha is number 14. Maybe I
I
will
don't
just
know.
show. Yeah, so there's so many verse. Yeah,
So
there's
many.
so yes. I'm 11 because the first my mama and my dad got married. I got 4, and then
Mhm.
after that they divorced. The second round, then they got my mom remarried, got another 4. Okay,
Yeah.
okay. After that, Papa remarried, got another 3. So all together is 11 brothers and sisters. Yeah. Yeah. I mean, but the amazing thing is that all of us, we still communicate with each other.
Mm-hmm.
Of course, there's always sleeping, gado-gado and all that. But the best part, we are still communicating with each other. I think. I think
Yeah.
that's great to maintain. And during my wedding, everybody was there, right?
Oh
Papa,
yeah.
mama,
Yeah.
yeah. My stepmom was there. My stepdad was there. My stepdad, Ken, Daddy Ken is like my second father. So, it's really amazing to have everyone there in during my wedding. Yeah.
Yeah, I have to say we do have a very unique relationships, with the family because not everyone who is blended family can blend in.
Yeah, yeah,
But
yeah,
even from your side, even from Mama Milia's and Ayazo's side, and
yeah,
me, we are also like talking to one another. We hang out, so
yeah,
it's a really nice thing. It gives you a very I don't know how to say it, but not. I mean, not a lot of people can say this, but we actually could just like have the relationships, right? As long as we,
yeah.
respect one
Maybe I should.
another.
This is all my siblings from both side, my mom's side and my dad's side, and the same side too. Semua side. So we were just hanging out together.
Oh yeah, this was before the lockdown. Yeah, it was like 4 months ago, I think. I
Yeah.
wish to have that gathering again once the lockdown is over.
Yes. Yeah. But I think from that on. But I think I became quite rebellious at 15 years old. Yeah.
Hmm.
So I think Papa and Mama decided, hey, okay, we have to do something about this.
Yeah.
Actually, I was pretty smart in making friends because I have different gang, different friends. So I
Hmm.
have friends who are from the very smart class, my classmates. Okay, who are very intelligent. So if I want to study, yeah, I go and study with them. Okay,
Mm.
but I also have another group of friends who I hang out with, where I go party or whatever and hang out.
Yeah. Yeah.
So those
The
friends
social
are
friends. Yeah.
the social friends that I have fun with. Of course, the nerds also I have fun with them, but different kind of fun lah. Uh.
A bit mild.
Yelah tak. So different fun. I still have fun with them. So I think that's why I think I did a good result for my SRP, and because of that, I think that shocked the whole school. I think me getting good results for my high school.
Yeah, tell them, show it to them, right?
And then Papa Mama said, okay, let's pack her to go to a boarding school. And I went to a boarding school. I went to from
Yeah.
Asunta. From Asunta before I was in Asunta. So I was in Asunta before. This is
You
my
have a
happening. This is my
ah.
happening friends. This in
Are you
Asunta.
still connected with some of your friends here?
Yes. I am.
That's
Some of
great.
them, I'm still connected with them. And then I go to Tunku Kusha.
That's the asrama again.
Yes, asrama.
How
Here
long were you there?
for 2 years.
2 years. Are you also still in contact with some of them?
Yes, I am actually.
Yeah, that's nice.
So, and then the best part is that you said I came in at Form 4 and Form 5. Okay,
Yeah.
so the thing is, um, you see, this is kena pergi kursus kesedaran tengok tu ha. My classmate. Kursus
Oh, tak jadi
kesedaran
ni.
nak menyedarkan you kan. This is Tunku Kusha College, my classmates. Yeah. So see, I was doing arts here. Don't play play. So
These are really nice arts.
so what happened is that what I didn't fancy over there, I became very rebellious. For me at that time, I became the sort of person yang I have to see justice. When there's some unfairness, I get really upset. And at that time, the school was doing a bit of segregation. Those students from Form 1, they have better special privilege. They have better access to things. Like for those who came in later at Form 4, we can't really have go into any of the extra curriculum activities. So you know what the school did? They actually set up club bomber.
Yeah.
Club bomber just for the new girls.
So why do they do that segregation? It feels to me like it doesn't make sense that they don't allow
I don't know, but that's how they were doing it at that time, the school. So which year I was born? Okay, I was born in 1973. Hi Nina, hi Marisa, and hi. I'm going to interview her tomorrow. And hi, thank you for watching. Yeah. So I was born in 1973. So at that time, they were, I don't know, maybe they felt that they can manage the students better if they're being segregated. So I was the sort like, menegakkan keadilan,
Yeah.
I would just
I don't
go
want to
into
be bomba. No bomba.
no bomba. I also want to dance, be a dancer. I think the only thing I get away with was the maybe ping pong club. I managed to get to play ping pong because I love ping pong. So I think I somehow or rather I managed to get myself inside there.
Go get her.
For school, yeah. So and because there's nobody else wants to play as well, I guess. So
Yeah.
so and then I would go to the headmistress class, knock to her door, and say, "Excuse me, this shouldn't be doing." I was 15 years old, 16. I was 16 years old, and like tell her, this is not fair. We should have a same right for all the. I was trying to explain to her, and every time there's any kind of unfairness, I will come to the office and not her room. Dot. Until one day she got so fed up, Nadia. She said to me, "Okay, Liz. Okay, I am unfair." I was like, "Yay!" She said, "I was like, she finally admitted it." And then she said, "So what if I am unfair? I'm the headmistress here. I
Yeah.
can do whatever you want, what I want. What can you do?"
Oh.
I was like thinking, yeah, she's right. I'm stuck here. I can't do anything. I can
Yeah.
only it's the highest position there. Who else can I complain to anymore, right?
Right.
Who
Right.
else?
But
So
at least you try. At least you try.
yes, I tried. Luckily, there's no social media at that time.
Oh
If
yeah,
there,
or else it's gonna go viral. That's
yeah,
it.
like me, I'm the Ain Husniza that time.
Menegakkan keadilan. No
Menegakkan
bomba.
keadilan.
I want to go dancing, not bomba.
Yeah, reformasi, it's not fair for me, like that. But at that time, I think that's why now, the kids in school, they are they're able to express themselves, their voice when they don't feel. During that time, we don't really have the platform to express how we feel.
Yeah.
We can't get the information and all that. So I guess now the students, the young students now in school, they are more expressive, right?
Oh yeah. Yes,
Yeah.
yes, they are more expressive. I see a lot of youngsters, youngsters. I put youngsters. They are more
Yeah.
expressive. They just say what they have in mind, and which is nice to see that more and more people starting to speak up. Because when I was like, just take my example, just sharing a little bit, like
Mm.
4 years ago, I went through some sort of unfairness, and I try to speak up, but nothing really happened. But if I really would just go for it, like what you did and what you said, like all these kids, if I really go for it, maybe I will make some changes and make people realize something. But I didn't. But
Mm.
it's nice to see that kids these days are a bit more, how do you say this, loud, which is good. They're not just following the system, they also question and they ask, and that's what we
Mm-hmm.
want, right?
All right.
So
So,
now, do you have
mm.
anything else to share about your apa asrama, or you?
Yeah. Okay. Okay. So not only the school are doing that kind of segregation, okay,
Mm.
but there's another thing is that because of that segregation, the relationship between the old girls and the new girls are not so good. So if you're in boarding school, some of them have this method of try to bully you or whatever. So when you're new, some of the old girls, they try to do that. Just that's how it is done. That's been the common thing, right? So
Mhm.
here I am, I'm being very outspoken, and I'm different from. I mean, if I feel something, I will tell them if I'm not happy about something, right? So um, I remembered. Okay, I have you see, in this big dorm, there's a double decker. Okay,
Right.
so one side is all double decker. One side is all one double decker. Another side is single bed. So this single
Um,
bed was meant for. So the old girls was put chopping lah. For the next semester they were taking the single beds,
the single
going
beds, yeah.
when they go to the next level, 17 years old, going to the highest level. So I'm the new girl. There was one little single bed as well. So I'm not supposed to. For the old girls, I'm not supposed to be in the same row as them. I should be sleeping together with the juniors
Right, right,
on a
right.
double decker. Okay, so and then the new girls who are with me, they say, Elise, don't go and stay at the single bed. You don't go in there. We should stay with the junior. I said, no, I want to also have the single bed. So I put my name and put my sticker there for the next semester. And guess what happened? The
Oh,
next, the next,
drama.
the next thing happened was that the bed frame was sideways. They changed my bed.
Oh
So
my god.
So I was like, I don't care. I'm going to sleep like this. Okay, I'm going to sleep like this. I was sleeping like that for some time. And then I was asking the head girl, the one who's in this, the in charge of the house, yeah, that I want to change. She said, oh, there's nothing here. So I think for some time, for a month, I was sleeping sideways like that. And then I was
So
like, okay,
how
never
did that
mind.
even happen? You mean like they like
Somebody
rosakkan
just
ke?
changed it. Yes, they just changed it so that they want to make sure I go
Oh,
to the double bed. But I
okay.
still insist, I still want to stay there. So what I did is I actually went to the storage, and then I pull this in another bed frame. That's the good ones. Change it
Uh-huh.
myself. and I did it.
Oh.
So there were some frictions between the old Form 4 Lama, Form 4 Baru. But I brought my other school culture, which is fashion show, into Tunku Kusha. So to unite both the Form 4 Lama and Form 4 Baru. So we were supposed to do something for visitors. We were supposed to do a show for student visitors from other school. So I actually invited the Form 4 Lama and Form 4 Baru to do a fashion show together. So here you go.
Ooh.
Ta-da!
So this is just your initiative in the asrama.
Yes, to unite both sides.
That's really nice.
Yeah, so I managed to unite both sides. So I became best friends to those girls who didn't want me to stay. The old girls.
Who made you sleep on the side for a month? We can learn a lot from there. You know, instead of being angry and being like hating, find a way to build that bridge, right? Like that is really amazing. And most of the time, people are like, "Oh my God, they ruined my life. I'm gonna ruin their lives again." Back, you know.
Exactly. Yeah. So I didn't go into a revenge mode. I didn't go to an angry. I mean, I wasn't okay, like angry. But the thing is, I find a solution even at that age of 16, 17. I like to make peace. Okay. So I like to find way how I can bridge this. So I found something that can bridge the relationship between these two different girls segments, so and then that worked.
Right. Well, it
Yeah.
works, and I don't know. Maybe also the culture, the segregation, and the culture is also probably slowly, fade away. Right?
Yeah.
Shanita said, "Wisdom at such a young age." Yes, yes.
Yes. Yeah. So because I didn't at that age I don't like fighting. I don't like when people are because people always like to focus on the worst scenario. Okay. So when you
Yeah.
focus on the worst scenario, of course the worst scenario will happen. So
Right.
instead of doing that, why don't we focus what is the best scenario that we can do? So what is the best solution we can do? So that's the question I always ask myself. What is the best solution I can do to solve this problem? You
Right.
know? Yeah.
And you did, and you find a solution instead of, being feeling bad for yourself, right?
Yeah.
And people
Exactly.
see and people learn and people might also get inspired by it, which is very great, you know.
Yeah. So from that, I did I found somehow I got a good result. Okay, and then when I got good results, my mother wants me to study law, so I applied law. Okay, so
Good
and
for
then
the
when I
business.
huh? Huh?
Good for the business.
Yes, it's good, but the thing is, I discovered I don't like law.
After you finished it,
Huh?
after you finished studying the law, or what? When you how do you realize, when do you realize that you're not really into law?
Oh, I'm Sinan. Hi. I'm Sinan.
I
So
yeah.
I realized when I was taking my A levels, so I think I just didn't like it. But at that time, I felt that at that time actually I was going through a period of time that I need to make a decision because at that time I love to do adventurous stuff. I like to go camping. I like to do that because my dad always teach us to go camping and all that, right? So I was involved in this international organization called Operation Rally. Okay, so I was chosen to be one of the participant to represent Malaysia to go overseas to do community project, but it's for 3 months away.
Okay.
Okay, so this is Operation Rally. See, can you imagine I was doing this? I was going down. I was doing stunts.
Wow.
That's me behind there.
That's so cool. So you are doing all these outdoor activities. Is that it? It's
Yeah.
outdoor
So I
activities,
was
right?
doing stunt shows and all that, crossing the roads, you know. So that's me. Yeah.
Yeah.
So, so at that point, in order for me to join to this 3 months, I need to quit doing A levels. You see, I need to quit. I
Oh.
cannot because the government the sponsors me JPA would not allow me to have 3 months takeaway.
Even
So
for
for
deeper, like it's not like
no, they won't
extend or
allow.
anything. Okay.
No. So at that time, I almost quit because I want to join this and to do something that I love to do.
Yeah.
So
So what
I did.
happened if you quit?
What happened? I
Yeah.
didn't quit lah. I didn't quit. I
Ah,
continue. So I didn't take yeah.
you
But
didn't
it
manage
was
to take the out. You didn't do the outdoor activities. You just finished the law.
I didn't go
Graduate,
to
right?
overseas for I didn't go to do the community project. Even though I was selected, I couldn't go. But I didn't regret that decision. I think everything happens for a reason. So
Mm.
I still take the law and when I study in the UK, I met wonderful girlfriends who until today I'm friends with them and they are my bridesmaids. Yeah, they are the one.
Wow.
Also, we are traveling together now. The last time we travel, so I show you a picture of us traveling. I think we have
Well,
see this is the last
there's a
last time
saying
we
right
travel in
here.
Morocco. These are my girlfriends that I travel with. And there's another one, in the picture. Her name is Malati, also a very intelligent friend of mine. So yeah, so I'm friends with them until today.
That's great. That's the kind of friendship that I also hope that I will have 20 years down the road, you know?
Mm-hmm.
There's a saying by Tony Robbins say this that life happens for you, not to you. So it's whatever happens in your life, it's take it and work your way through it.
Yes, 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 yes. Okay. So,
Okay,
uh,
so yeah, so
huh?
after you graduated from the university, what did you do? Like what?
So I came back, and then I came back, and then I didn't want to become a lawyer. So I took the law degree and gave it to my mom. Hey, yeah, mama, just take the law degree. This is for you. You know, I don't want
Now
it.
I'm gonna do my thing. Bye.
Yes, yes, yes. That's what I did.
So what did you do right after you came back
uh,
to
so
Malaysia?
I was looking for jobs, right? And then I saw apa nama this ad that saying looking for business development in executive business development executive in a construction company. But I love the description, and they were looking for someone with engineering degree. So
Okay.
I went for an interview. Okay, I didn't even bring my degree. I just fill up the form and I went for interview. And
That's
then
a
I
very
got
decent, yeah.
and then I got to the second interview and I got the job. So
Wow.
so
Gotta tell us how.
no one has never seen my degree.
Well, because maybe because your communication, your energy, you say the right thing.
No, I think anyone can ace an interview as long as you show that you really want it.
Mm,
You
right.
really the best person for that position. You want it. There's
Yeah.
no one else. It's meant for you. It's same. I think I'm pretty good at interviews. I love interviews. I
Well,
no,
not so much for me.
no, you don't like interviews. I love interviews. Even when I was interviewing to get the law, get the scholarship for to learn my law student, my mom taught me when I fill up the form to apply to law degree, you have choice number one, and choice number two, and then choice number three. Okay, so you can be like first choice law UK, second choice Australia economy or something like that, third choice USA or something like that, right? So what I wrote was first choice UK law, second choice UK law, third choice UK law.
All law.
All law.
No choice. That's the one I want. Doesn't matter.
Yes.
That's the one.
So during the interview, I still remember the four of them. They look at me. Yeah, I was like 18 years old, right? So we see this that you have all choice a law UK. How come? Why you do like this? Because normally if you do that, they always give you the second choice or third choice, right?
Yeah.
I just want to do a law UK. So I look at him, well, that's what I want to study. Then you have no choice but to give me law UK.
Oh,
Then
got
they
back
just
at
now,
them. They're like, oh my god, what do I say now?
I think they were like pretty shocked on my answer.
I'm sure they are. I'm sure they are. They probably wouldn't know what to answer you back because they're
I
like,
think
that's actually very good. I don't know what to say now.
because I was being straightforward, honest. Yeah, lah, this is what I want.
Yeah, I think that is a very good strategy. Next time, if I have all these kind of questions, what do you prefer? I'm gonna put the same answer 1, 2, and 3. That's a very good strategy from Mamaliez. I'm gonna take
Yes.
it.
Yeah, Mamaliez is the best giving this kind of strategies.
Strategies. Yeah, that's good. That's good.
All right. So, okay. So, mostly my life in sales and trading, I was also in motivational speaker as well. And
Ooh.
I want to share you this picture, right? When I was a motivational speaker one time.
What do
Look
what
at
do you
this.
talk about? Oh my God, Aliza! I'm done. Bye. Is that Anika Sarawak?
You want to see again? Ta-da!
That is some bravery right there. Like
All
that
right.
short hair, the red. Oh my
But
God, girl.
let me tell you, that is one of the I think one of the defining moment of my life. Okay, I at that time I was like 27 or so. So I was working with this network marketing company in healthcare.
Mm-hmm.
So this company they have a training, yeah, where I become a sales trainer there, and I work for that company for 365 days with no off days. Every day I work.
How do you?
That is every day without
Oh,
fail,
no rest.
no
No
rest.
resting.
This like a
Okay.
really a place for me, a learning place for me, and I was trained to be a trainer. It was like military style, I have to see
Mm.
how to plan and going up to the stage to become a trainer. So I remember going up to the stage for the first time with my translator. My translator is in Mandarin and he's tall and he's Chinese. He speaks in Chinese, he translates in Mandarin. We go up the stage. After I was trained, this is my first time going up the stage. Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. And then cricket, cricket.
Oh my God, girl.
I tell you. And then after that, I was like stuck. I didn't know what to say. And then luckily, all the audience, there were a lot of audience. I think about that time it was maybe 50 to 100 or something like that. And
That's a
all
lot,
the
yeah.
audience, yay, Chayo, come on. They were so encouraging. And I was like, okay, then I continued. Thank God, I got over it.
Oh, thank God you came back, because
Yeah, but can you imagine? I never because I hate Papa how he is. He likes to go Toastmaster.
yeah,
Yeah, I don't know.
Toastmaster Club. Yeah, I
Yeah,
joined Toastmaster Club too
you
last time.
did.
Yeah. Yeah, with Papa. I mean,
Oh,
I
he
didn't
managed.
join, but I always go with Papa. And
Oh, he managed to convince one of us lah. So he managed to get you lah. Papa, you managed to get Nadia.
yes, I think Papa. Only me because Diana don't do that. Toastmaster and Alicia pun tak. So I think it's only me. Someone. Yeah. At least the Toastmaster now is working lah. At least it helps a lot
All
for me
right, okay.
nowadays.
Yeah,
So
but I have so much fear even that age. Papa keep asking me to go. I don't want to go. I never wanted to go. to go to Toastmaster, you know. But I didn't. I think, but at the age at 27, I did become a speaker on the stage. So towards the end of 1 year, just at the end before I quit, um, uh, my manager, the one the one who managers, she asked me to do a certain training that only the senior trainers can do. But she has such faith on me. I wasn't prepared. You know, she said, okay, she come up because every day, every morning they will come up with a schedule. So then suddenly I see my name for that particular training. So I was like, I'm not prepared yet. So yeah, you can do it.
Tayo.
I was begging her until towards the end, 1 hour before, I think 2 hours before I go up the stage. No, you're doing it. No, you're doing it. So I realized after 2 hours before I start, I was like crying. I was trying to memorize everything, and then I got my colleagues to do what the board paper.
What to
Yes,
say?
yes, yes. Yes. So at the back of the audience, so they were holding up the cue cards so that I would know what's next.
Right.
Yeah.
And now they have like the technology lah. Dulu pakai cardboard lah.
Yeah, cardboard. Because I don't remember. So I went and I did it. And the minute I came down, it felt like Niagara Falls breaking the Great Wall of China. At that age, 27, I felt I'm the best. I can do it.
Yeah. I did it. Yeah.
I did it. Oh yes, I can do it. So I think after a month later, I quit. I went next. So I learned what I need to learn already, lah. Basically, so I went there.
And you move on.
So I move on to the next. Yeah.
Right.
Yeah. So that's 27. So in the 30s, that's when something amazing happened in the 30s, right?
Yeah.
So in the 30s, yeah, 27, and then in the 30s, that's the time when I know what I want. I was never, I think because of my seeing my parents divorce before, and I think that's why I was afraid about having a real relationships or getting married. So I thought to myself, my target was to get married at 30 years old. So when I ready to get married at 30 years old, I was dating somebody, but that person wasn't ready yet.
Right.
So after a while, I said, okay, never mind. After 2 years, I thought, okay, we become good friends. Better that way. It's not meant to be. But I got really frustrated and actually got depressed.
Oh no, yeah. Oh, sorry.
Yeah, it was really bad. I think for a month. So no one knew about it until if anybody called, I'll be like, oh yeah, I'm okay. Right? Nadia?
Right. Yeah.
I don't know whether you can relate to that.
Oh yeah, definitely. I could relate to this. I just feel like it's uncomfortable for people to know what I really go through, But yeah. Anyways.
Yeah. So I didn't want people, because outside world people see me, oh, she's the one closing the sales, she's doing well, blah 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 blah, and I was doing well. Yeah, I'm very strong,
Everything
So,
figured out. Yeah.
yes. So I guess I didn't want people to know this was going on with me at the time. So after 1 month in hiding, finally I said, okay, this is enough. Okay, I had to do something about it. So I was really so depressed that there's no way down but to go up.
Yeah. So that's when you realize that you have to just switch the way you do things, right? Okay.
So and then that's how I called Papa and I called Mama and I told them what I'm going through, and then I decided to I say, okay, I want to travel the world. Because if I want to travel the world and because if I want to wait for my Prince Charming to travel the world, I don't know when he's coming, right? when he's coming. So might as well I travel the world. If I meet someone along the way, then good lah. If don't, I still enjoy and you know and find out more about myself. You know, I think when at that time I was focusing a lot on people. I wasn't focusing on me so much of you know. Um,
Right.
I think then when I decide to travel, I actually make plans. So I start making plans. I had an Excel sheet, okay, an Excel sheet of planning, how long to I want to travel, where I want to travel, and all that. So at
And
that
what would
time,
you be doing during the travel as well, right?
yes, and where I want to go. So I actually book in advance all the places, and I know where I want to travel. So I traveled for 2 years, 2 years, yeah, and 3 months in Europe, 6 months in US, 3 months in Europe, 6 months in US.
Wow. You
Yeah.
like the US more, huh? It looks like
Huh?
it.
Yeah. So the best thing at that time, you know, I discovered this website called couch surfing.
Okay.
So this couch surfing is at that time they just started, and it was at the right time for me because I didn't want to travel like a typical
Expensive style. Yeah, tourist. It's like more
tourist.
like a backpacking style, right?
Not only that, I want to know the locals as well. I want to know people there because I'm traveling alone.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, but I don't want to know how the local live there, where do they hang out, how the culture, and making new friends. So this couch surfing is basically it helps you get a place to. It's like Airbnb, but it's free.
Oh, it's free.
Yes,
Oh, wow. So you save a lot of money on accommodation because it takes a lot of
definitely.
money.
Yes, but that doesn't mean you go there like a hotel. You can go in and out anytime. It's an exchange of culture. You are getting to know each other, the other person, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's not that. So in that website, one thing good is because you can't not. You talk about trust, because you don't know whether strangers come into your house and you go
Yeah.
into a stranger's house. So how do you trust? So this platform has where people give good reviews or bad
Right.
reviews. Yeah. So they give this different kind of reviews. Okay. So whether it's positive or negative, but you cannot even delete. It's just like people comment on your Facebook, you cannot delete.
Right.
So you cannot delete it's positive or negative. So I'm a new person. I don't even have any reviews. So how do I get people to convince to allow me
To
to come to
accept
their
you.
place?
Yeah.
Yeah, accept me. So I must make a very nice profile that explain about me, and then when I write to them, it's very personalized or what you like about their profile, and then you see. I only write to those who have good reviews.
Right.
So so from there I get people accepted the I cook for them Malaysian food. Not nak pandai masak. I only masak ayam masak merah je lah, satu je yang masak.
Daripada apa sekarang ayam masak merah lah daripada apa sekarang eh. Kenapa
Only
kan
I
dia tahu.
Yelah, I only know how to cook that, so I cook that one lah. So, or I bring gifts from Malaysia, like the keychains, that, yeah. So
Yeah.
and give small gifts I give to them. So so if I'm lucky, I get the whole room to myself. If I'm even more lucky, I get to share with another 15 people on the living room.
Wow. You make more friends. Yay.
Yeah, so you can see here, but I insist this is how I backpack.
Oh, wow. Depan belakang bag eh.
Yes, ke depan tu is my laptop. I have my camcorder. Because at that time I was thinking of recording people and interviewing people. I love to interview people.
Right.
So I was planning to collect all these interviews and post it later on.
Yeah. Did you do it? Did you manage to record and interview
I
some
did.
people?
I did, but someone stole my camera. Everything gone.
Oh.
And my laptop, all the information, somebody was repairing it, and then all the pictures and videos all gone. So you know what? Thank God at that time there's a Facebook. They just started. I uploaded some pictures, but all my pictures of my travels are gone.
Yeah, so you don't really have a lot
I
of
have
photos from the moments that you were
no,
traveling and all that.
only few like this and but I backpack. I want to backpack in style. I don't want to be a typical backpacker. I got my dresses, my jacket,
Wow, you're a
kena ada gaya,
Magalio
gaya.
guys.
Ah, kena ada gaya. Ah, so
Okay.
so and then
What
I
do you
went.
what do you really like about this travel, like this backpacking traveling? What is the
So
most
yeah, I get to meet. These are the people I meet when I was traveling with the other couch surfers. So, when we meet and then we travel together,
right?
something we share. So it's a very close knit family. If anyone has a problem, they will support each other.
Mm-hmm.
So that's what we meet up people from different other countries. You
Do
know.
you stay in contact with any of them that you've met in the US or Europe?
Yes, some of them.
Okay, that's very good.
Some of them. And I just want to share one
You
because
haven't.
the thing is that I'm able to have apa nama connections kan. I'm able to make friends and have relationships in terms of people who don't even speak English,
Oh,
and have fun with them. So I give you example here. This is when I was in Amsterdam. So I met this whole family. I was invited to a Christmas party, and half of them don't speak English.
oh wow.
Like, like this guy here, he has a mother. And the mother's from Brazil. They are from Brazil, and she has so much fun. They are so much fun. We have fun, but she doesn't even speak English.
Oh, okay. So
So
how do you guys communicate?
so if we just smile, have fun, dance,
Yeah.
hand
Well,
language, and
Brazilians, right? They dance.
yeah. So when and also I went to Brazil. When I went to Brazil, I also met a lot of this group of girls I hang out with. They don't, none of them speaking the language English. But if I feel that if I go to a country or go to places and I don't want to mix to people just because they don't understand my language, I wouldn't let that stop me from getting to know that person.
Right.
Because the language of your energy and your body language, your facial expression, people can know. You can know
Yeah.
your heart. Your
Yes.
heart. The point is, that's how I learn about communication. When
Yeah.
you can communicate with your heart without understanding the words you say. If that person can feel your heart without even saying the words, that's the most important part.
That's
Um,
really that's I never really thought about it because most of the time people speaks English or Bahasa and so there's no language barrier yet. Um,
mm,
but you are right, the body language, facial expression, these are the things that people don't really look into it. But there's a research on it as well that I think
mm,
a lot of 70 or 80% people are actually read more attracted to your body language rather than what you are saying. You know,
mm-hmm.
so I guess that's how you manage to make friends
Yeah,
even though you don't speak the language, right? Because your body language, the vibe, the energy that you're giving out.
yes, a lot of people forget that you is your even just a little bit of your eyes, how you express yourself, even though you want, but people can like smirk. People
Yeah,
smirk. That is can be condescending. Yeah, smirk
yeah,
lah. It's it's expression. People can know whether you're being mean to you by just the facial expression,
yeah,
right?
yeah.
So I believe that we don't need to. apa nama, just because we don't understand the language or anything, that don't stop yourself from getting to know the other person.
Okay.
Having the human connection. So, but also when you travel, even though you travel cheap, you still can look expensive. Okay, look at me.
That one is always your concept lah. Itu I tahu lah.
Don't play. This one jalan, this one dekat Barcelona. So I have my dresses.
Sebab tu ada buku besar kat situ Buku besar.
I have 5 pairs of shoes. This is in Venice.
Barcelona.
Yeah, here. So
you are really 10 back in the days, huh?
Yalah, jalan kan.
Yeah.
So this is picture. So yeah, so I believe that I have 5 pairs of shoes in my backpack. So I don't want to look like a typical backpacker. I want to be a backpacker in style.
Backpacker in style. Okay.
This was in New York. Naik bicycle.
Ooh, so New York. Yeah. Talking about New York. Something happened in New York.
Okay, before we go there, so I just want to say this one. I stayed here in Greece, in Bali, this small little beach village, and I was working here at an internet cafe, and I live up here for free.
Oh wow! So they don't pay you; you just work and you live for free.
Yes, they pay minimum lah, maybe 300 euro. That's it. So this is the bed. Okay lah.
Okay.
But I get this paradise.
It looks so crazy nice. That flowers.
So I was living in paradise at that time. So yeah, I was traveling. After 2 years of traveling, then what happened next? I decided to do. I said, okay, I finished my money already. What's next? So I decided, finish money, what do I do? So I decided to do my MBA in New York City. So that's the time when I saw, and then I did my MBA, and I have my family there. Amri and Nina was my family, and Mariko. They have my New York City friends. Yeah. So they've been my family in New York. Let me see whether I have their pictures. So yeah. So and then it was really great work. It's living in New York. Sometimes people think living in New York is expensive. Yeah, but actually living in Malaysia is even more expensive than living in New York.
What? Really?
Mm-hmm. I'm talking about dollar to dollar. Okay, because I remember if I want to buy over here, I want to buy a pack of chicken breast. Yeah. That would cost me about 14 ringgit kan, 11 ringgit ke, like that, right?
Yeah.
But over there, it cost me only $4 USD.
Okay, jangan convert lah kan. Kita jangan convert lah.
No, don't convert. We're talking about dollar because I'm earning that time. While I was studying, I was working part time as waitressing. You know, so I was waitressing. So but I still can survive and pay for my school, for my MBA.
And you're not earning so much from this because it's like a part-time and waitressing, right?
Yeah.
You can still survive.
But I make money from the tips. Tips is a lot.
Oh yeah, I forgot.
It's 20% minimum. 20% minimum.
Wow. Kat Malaysia tak ada lah culture ni, tipping ni.
So at that time, my Mama Amelia is living there with my daddy Ken. So we were visiting. So these are my buddies lah.
Everyone is so colourful.
Yes, and then and I have also share. So we had fun. So and then after that, one day, actually one day, what happened? How I met my husband. So
Yeah, that's the one. It's in New York, right?
yeah, New York City.
Yeah. Like Alicia
So
Keys. Town of New York.
this is Nina, my best friend at New York. Ta-da! Mm,
And she's still in New York?
yes. So over there, I met my husband. I went to dinner with my classmates, classmate, like my housemate. Okay, and then my husband was there as well. And then he saw me, talked to me. After 10 minutes, asked me to marry him.
Is he drunk?
Hey! Is he drunk? I don't know. He wasn't drunk. He
I
was
mean,
he just arrived in New
wow,
York City.
Kalisa. Hey.
He just arrived in New York City for 3 days. He thought I was Mamacita Latino.
Mexican, hey. Rupa-rupanya Malaysia, Melayu, belacan.
Yes. So yeah. So and then this guy must be crazy or what? But I end up dating with him. And then 2 weeks later, I told him I'm going back to Malaysia. So, and then going back to Malaysia, I was away, go back to Malaysia for almost 3 months, and then came back to
New York.
New York City. He asked me to marry him. Okay, so long distance. But I want to tell you, I don't know whether I told you. I think I must have told you this story really.
Okay, tell me.
Before, okay, everybody get to listen to this.
You
This is what
really
you
good
call
luck.
God. Because it's so funny. Okay, so okay, before I go back to New York City, because he hasn't asked me to marry him yet. Okay, but I suspect I was
Oh.
60-70% confident that he's going to ask me to marry him, right? I was
Yeah.
60% confident. So in Malaysia, in order for you to have a legal marriage, you need to have permission from the Jabatan Islam, the Islamic
Yeah.
Department of Malaysia. If you want to marry overseas, you need to get the permission. So I think 1 week, 2 weeks before I went back to New York City, oh, maybe he's going to ask me to marry him. I better prepare all the paperwork. So that's what I did. I went to the HIV test. I took the marriage course. I went to the Islamic department. Usually, this kind of procedures takes about 2-3 months, to get everything paperwork
Yeah,
done.
yeah.
I get my brothers, my father documents to get the permission and all that. My dad was like, he hasn't asked you to marry. You're preparing this.
I'm confident.
67, but it has to be more than 60% confidence. Okay. So yeah. And then I even bought the wedding the baju kurung and also for him. I went to my brother to check the size and all that to make sure. So
Yeah.
yeah. And thankfully he asked me to marry him.
Kalau tak, Kak Liza, aduh.
Thank you. Yes. So yeah, love at first sight. Yes, my husband. I think so. Somehow love at first sight.
Yeah lah, I mean after 10 minutes of, watch like talking to you, he's like, oh, I want to marry you,
I don't know. I think he was just crazy.
Aura tu, Kak Liza.
Aura. Mamacita punya aura.
I also have to be a bit tenor lah kalau nak macam Mama Sita.
But you see, the thing is, okay, so we got married. So we got married. It was a wedding in New York City, in nikah there, and then we came back to Malaysia to have our wedding. This is a picture of our wedding. You see, after we got married, you see the light. Suddenly, there is the light coming from the shining on us. It's like the God is blessing our marriage.
Yeah. then
Yeah.
kita
You
bingung
see?
jatuh.
Macam highlight kita, you know.
Nice.
Don't play. See? Malay clothes kat situ.
Sorry, saya tengok.
Tak nampak. Yeah. So yeah. It was but the thing is when we got married, because we got married so fast, we don't get to know each other really
Very
well,
well.
right? So
Yeah.
I get married at 39 years old.
Oh, 39.
Yeah, 39, and I have Ari, my son and daughter, 40 and 41. Yeah. So things happen so fast. So can you imagine? I had to learn about him. He has to learn about me. We are 39 years old, being alone, and we have our own ways. Can you imagine?
Oh, the habits.
Yes,
You know?
yes. What we of course when we get married, right? Meant to be, yes, it's meant to be. Yeah. Um. So, but the thing is, we get married very fast. We call it New York minute love in a New York minute. So but the thing is, when we get to know each other, when we got baby, I got pregnant, and then I give birth in New York City, and then I give birth in Qatar after that. No, I give birth in Malaysia when we were living in Qatar. So but I suffered twice, postpartum depression, both, because I didn't know how to handle my emotion.
Right.
I didn't know how to handle my emotion when we don't agree on each other or something. I don't know how to handle it. So it caused, until in Qatar, I was even suicidal. It was really bad. But thank goodness, I don't have my family there, but I have good friends, set of friends that have Dr. Nina, who is going to be my guest tomorrow. Yeah, so I engaged her as my psychologist, to help me through to get over it. So I think that's one of the reasons I want to come back to Malaysia.
Okay.
So
To be closer to your
family.
family. Okay.
Yes, but let me tell you, to come back to Malaysia, that was a plan from the day I got married to my husband, to Didi.
Oh, wow.
How long ago was that? Okay, I was in Qatar 4 years. Okay, so yeah, so no, yeah.
Yeah.
At that time, yeah, was it? Yeah, 4 years already at that time. I was in Qatar, yeah. At that time, yeah, Shakira, yeah, 3 years, 4 years, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, so 3 years also, yeah, 3, 4 years, right? So imagine I got married to him. I already said, okay, if we want to have a family, we can't have family, raise them in New York City. How are we going to raise them in New York City, right? So I think it's best to come back to Malaysia. So this is the thing I want to share with all the wives, okay? Or even the house, especially those wives who are housewife, who are stay-at-home mother, or stay at home. Our contribution, okay, as a partner, very important for the family unit. Okay, our contribution, because even we are not working, the husband is working, but we are contributing as well, and we can be the strength of the husband. So I actually wanted to find ways how we can come back to Malaysia, right? So I was also a member to this group called internations.org. Is actually a group, not social, it's a website where it's a group of all the professionals all over the world. Okay. So there was a forum there. There's one guy writing about tunnel projects in Malaysia. So I actually wrote to him, hey, can my husband talk to you? See whether there's any possibility of working in Malaysia. So he said, oh, you should. Say, okay, yeah, sure. And then he connected to Didi. And then after that, the guy said, you should connect with this. I'm just a normal engineer guy. You should connect with the head of the tunnel, director of tunnel here. This name, but I don't know this guy, but I give you this name. So you know what I did? I made a research in LinkedIn.
You've
I made
been
a research
promoting LinkedIn so much. Yes.
LinkedIn. At that time, LinkedIn is not like the same like now. Okay, like time LinkedIn was just still a job and all that, right? So I look for him, and then for me to write to someone like him, okay,
Yeah.
for us to write to him, you need to become a paid member. So I told Didi that okay, why don't we do this? We write to him, but don't tell him that you're looking for a job. Tell him you want to go for site visit because you are taking care of the New York City punya project. We just want to see how it looks like. So I
Yeah.
helped him to compose a letter and all that, and we wrote to this guy. Yeah. So we wrote to this guy. So can you imagine at that time we already positioned, and then finally, and thank God, that guy replied.
Oh yeah.
So when he came back to Malaysia, he meet up and make friends. And then a few years later, that company actually gave him an offer.
Rezeki.
Yeah, after Qatar,
Mana
so
when you want to come back to Malaysia lah
yeah,
kan?
but for me, we only need to have a backup plan. So my backup plan comes with from another offer. So from this other second offer, which is better. So that's why we come back to Malaysia. Uh, and this second offer, Alhamdulillah, is also through my own connections by chance also. And I said, my husband is doing well. He's in tunnel. He's very good in this because I know he's very have good high work integrity. But I become the promoter lah kan, open the
Yeah,
door.
yeah, yeah. You're the
But
marketer lah.
whether he can get the job or not, it still depends on him, isn't it?
Yeah. Yeah.
But he's really good. I know he's doing very well. So I just opened the door and he got an offer and we come back to Malaysia. And here I am,
Mm-hmm.
back in
Back to
Malaysia.
Malaysia.
Yes, back in Malaysia. And
Yeah.
then
So
all my siblings get headache already and I come back. Heaven.
so you
Oh
you want to
no, Kak
come
Iba
back.
is back.
I'm okay. I'm okay. You also opened some doors for me. So I think I'm like, yes.
Yeah, so I believe it's always when we work in partnership with either your friends or family, we can always work together and open doors for each other.
Yeah. Definitely I have to agree on that. Yeah. So
Right?
you decided to come back to Malaysia because you want to raise the kids here in Malaysia.
Yes.
Yes, that's this,
Yeah.
and also you want to be reconnect with your families and friends, especially after the postpartum depression. You might feel like
Yes.
it's
So
better to
I
be.
believe it's important to get the support for myself and my family because otherwise, I was in Qatar when I was postpartum in Qatar. We were living in a condo, okay? Can you imagine how many stories there? I was suicidal. I think I
Yeah,
was jump over, I don't want to go there, so I need to heal myself, find ways, get the great support around me. So I come back to Malaysia to make sure that I have the support as well, and so after and one of the things that helps me is I learned this technology we call theta healing technology that helps me to deal with my emotion. And after learning that theta healing, my life really shifted because of how I'm able to release whatever fixed belief that's not working for me anymore. And also to have the virtues that I need to get to things that I want. So that's why now my mission is really to help other people. And that's why I have these live shows. I have these live shows.
and you
You
like to
know?
interview people anyway. So this is another way of you, doing things besides, taking care of the kids, right?
Yes. Yeah. So, but because when I was in Qatar also, how I have my startup company right now is because of the groups that I created in Qatar called Facebook group called Mates in Qatar, and because I want to solve the problem of getting a helper. And then coming back to Malaysia, I created another Facebook group called Mates in Malaysia, and I realized that I wanted to find ways more professional hiring. Okay, professional hiring of domestic worker, and I want to help families to be happy. And then when I took Theta Healing, I realized that is to make families happy. It's not just to solve the problem of the apa, to get good domestic worker, but it's also the whole well-being of a family,
The
the
family
whole
unit.
well-being of, yeah, the whole well-being, in the spiritual health, the mental, emotional health, physical health, financial health, and also how we heal ourselves. So
Right.
that's how I start today's show on Friday night, Mamaliez behind closed doors, so that I can share stories. People can share stories how we heal from our the challenge, we overcome the challenges, and how we can heal and go forward and make changes in the world. You can
Right.
make a difference in the world. So on Saturday, I invite different experts for different areas in our life. Like tomorrow is on mental health series. So I got Dr. Nina to share her expertise, and other panels to share their stories, so that we can help other people. So that's where I am right now.
That's
Yeah.
great. That's great.
Ah,
Yeah. So,
yeah.
so currently you're doing like a little bit of everything, right? So can you
Mm.
just say like in details, besides doing this interview and doing this Mama Liz, what else are you doing? What
So
else do you
beside, yeah, so beside this, the startup company, I'm planning after I do this thing. I'm planning to work together with all other experts to come up with family program. So that's on the way, which I want to have this family program that people can get on it, and they want to improve their families, a family who wants to improve in different areas of their life, of the
Yeah.
family life, then they can get on to these programs, either for physical health or mental or emotional health. Yeah, so they can get on this kind of program. So that is my next plan. But on top of that, in terms of financial health, I'm right now becoming a professional investor and an investment coach for offshore investment. That I learn how to earn passive income. So I started from a stay-at-home mom. 1 year ago, I started become a serious investor, and now thankfully, I'm so happy. This passive income is a backup income to my husband's income in case anything happened to him. So this
Yeah.
income is able to automatically pay for the expenses and the loans. So I'm teaching others to create passive income as well. Yeah.
Yeah,
So
that's
yeah,
great. Yeah, yeah. I think you also taught us family and friends, especially, you've been trying to how do you say, like, advise us on this, and thank you so much. I mean, it's great.
I know. Okay, so I think I just share. Okay,
Yeah,
I
yeah,
think I think we are almost ending. I didn't get to share all the pictures I want to share,
yeah.
but I think everybody, thank you for watching.
Yeah. Do you have any like any message or anything that you want to share with the people? Some takeaways?
Yeah. So for everyone's listening out there, um, live the life that you want. Decide what kind of life you want and go for it. And don't
Hmm.
allow anyone or anything hold you back, or your
Right.
fears. If you do have that fear, identify that fear and find out what are the ways you can overcome this fear, and just go for it. We are all afraid for something that we don't know what's going to happen. We are
Yeah.
all afraid, right? But if we allow our fear to hold on to us, how can we go forward? So let's focus on what we want rather than focus what we don't want.
The one. Yeah.
Yeah, focus on what we
That's
want, and then you will get what you want.
right. So I think
Yeah,
the key word here is fear. Fear stop us from doing and achieving great things. And if you know how to overcome the fear, how to control the fear and look beyond the fear, then you will achieve so much greatness, right, in life. And
yeah,
that's what you did, Kalisa. I mean, I am really amazed and I'm happy. I'm very proud to say that you are my sister, and you also taught me a lot of things about fear as well, to just get out there, just be you. you know and
yeah.
I learned a lot from you. I am so happy and glad that you came back to Malaysia. I think if it's not because of you, I don't think I would have the stepping stones to where I would be now.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, kecewa. Ya Kak.
But it's the truth, it's the truth. I'm not trying to keep us you, but it's the truth. Everyone play a very important role. I cannot say that I am where I am now because of me myself, because obviously people around us help with the journey. And yeah, thank you. Thank you so much, guys. It was a great session.
Thank you very much. Everyone, please go and follow Nadia's Instagram. What is your handle again? Can you write on the comment?
You mean the Facebook comment?
No, yeah. You can just put down on the comment. What is your uh, apa nama? Yeah, Instagram. So
Okay,
everyone, please follow Nadia, my sister. She makes very funny, fun, inspiring videos as well, and there's always a message. Yeah,
yes.
thank you, Mama, for watching, and you waited until the end.
Oh yeah. Oh, so let me just see this. Okay, there you go. That's my Instagram, Nadia Halim Aman. So yes, let's
Yeah,
connect.
so
Let's
she
connect.
also have a refugee center that you can support. So she's not just not only a LinkedIn influencer, but she's also a founder for maybe you want to share a bit about your place.
Oh yeah, well, okay. So I opened last year, December 2020. I opened a refugee education center for children and also for moms. So we are giving education to children because refugees do not have education in Malaysia. So my partner and I decided to open the refugee center so we can give some education to the kids because I'm a teacher, my partner is a teacher, and that's where we can contribute most of our energy and our knowledge in education. And also, we have a very small business with the refugee moms. We make handmade products. So the refugee moms are sewing some products and making like accessories so we can sell. And then the moms are also earning some money, and they also teach them confidence, right? And being able to do something else and don't feel hopeless all the time, just creating some opportunities. Yeah, so that's pretty much what the refugee center does. But currently we're on a lockdown, so the only thing that is running is just the business, and the fabric shop just opened. Yes. So we
Yay!
can, we can start doing something new products, inshallah, coming soon.
So you still have the Shopee that people can buy from your
Yes,
products?
yes. Not a
Mm.
lot of things, but like because the fabric shop just opened a couple days ago, so then we can start creating new products. But the Shopee name is aman.aim. So, oh, I'm just gonna have to put it down.
Yeah, you can write it down.
Yeah.
So anyway, I'm very, very proud of you, my little sister. And thank you so much for being the guest host today. And everyone, thank you so much for joining us tonight. And next week we have come join me tomorrow at 4 p.m. And next week on Friday we also have a very special guest. I will let you know on LinkedIn and also on the post. So I also want to say thank you to my mom, to my dad, to my Ibu, and to my daddy Ken, because you guys are really amazing, and you make who I am today. Okay, and also Nadia, right, Nadia? Yeah.
Yes.
I think you see. I hope you guys are proud of seeing both us together here on live. Okay. Anyway, we're just being silly. I got the Nadia's energy here.
Yeah, I'm sorry. It's like 11:30 and like.
Okay, everyone. Thank you so much for joining. Yeah. Say. I hope if you want to write on the comment what are the things that you learned from my sharing today, you can just share with us. Otherwise, adios, good night, and see you again. Bye.